and welcome back to Daytime.
Yeah, we are live on location at the Western Fair today, having a great time. You know what? It's family fun. It really is. Talking with the showbot.
Yeah, and I got to have the rest of the reptiles all to myself.
I am okay with that. And I think that alligator, I think he has a little more teeth than this today.
Yeah, but it was closed up. We were perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine. More going on here at the Western Fair. Local bands playing in the Molson Music Garden, and to tell us more about it, Chris Donnell, the Sales and Marketing Manager for the Western Fair District, as well as Scott Bollert from After the Lounge. Guys, welcome to Daytime.
Thank you for having us.
I have to tell you, I think it's a great idea that not only are you bringing in some huge entertainment, to the big stage, but you're thinking about the local bands as well. I mean, this is our fair, and it's important that we showcase our people, right?
That's exactly right. Being a community event, we're looking for ways to give back to the community through music is a logical way to do that. So Scott and I got together last year to actually talk about this concept, and over the year planned it out. It's come to fruition. So we now have a venue for those local artists to be at the fair performing. They may not be at the level of the grandstand, but this gives them that opportunity.
And how many local artists are we talking about? How many are we going to see here?
12 acts, pretty much all in general over the whole 10 days. Everything from live band karaoke, and was an open jam too on the weekend there too for people to come out if they're not in a band too. So.
All right, I know some big names here in London, and you know what, I frequent some of the restaurants and bars, and you know what, so I know a lot of the names. For those who don't know, tell us who we're going to see on the stage.
We've got this weekend to be Sarah and Jeff on the Friday night. Sweetleaf Garrett, well-known, great band on Saturday night. We've got Crystal Cage on Thursday. Tonight's Smoke and Dave. Tonight's Tuesday, right? Nice. We got Smoke and Dave tonight. And the whole week, Big Daddy too on Wednesday night. I mean, the whole weekend's gonna be great. And Nasty Alex live band karaoke, which is, I mean, he was sort of like, really? But it works, and it really works really well.
Karaoke.
That's on Saturday afternoon from 1 to 5. And it's live band karaoke. You can get up with a band. They have over 300 songs and play with a band.
Do you have Shania Twain, whose bed have your boots been under?
Sabrina, for sure.
I'm there.
Yeah, you're in. Sabrina's in.
Yeah.
So, talk about just the concept of being able to put them in, like, we mentioned it off the air, but just having that venue and being able to use it for this is just phenomenal for the Western Fair.
Absolutely. Again, over the years, there has been a beer tent as part of the fair. We wanted to get away from the beer tent concept and move it more to a music garden. Like Scott mentioned, there's 11 acts here, but there are many more out in this local community.
I just want to clarify so that people aren't freaking out. There's still beer, right?
Oh, yes. It is the Molson Music Garden.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to go saying, "Oh, well, there's no beer there now." So, but how are the artists? How are the artists? Liking this and being able to come out? How are they reacting to it?
Everybody's been really, really great. And I mean, obviously, we want to change it up every year or two and stuff when we're moving forward, for sure. But yeah, everybody's been excited. And we've tried to make a bit of genres back and forth from blues to rock to country, right? I mean, this whole week here, you'll see a progression from blues, stuff that's for everyone, right? Rather than just specifics the whole week, right? So, and it is family pub. We're calling it a family pub, so it is all ages. So, and it's been set up a little bit differently than it's been in the past years as a beer tent. Been set up a little bit more band friendly and a little bit more entertainment friendly too. So,
the bands are playing at various times, or is it the same show time every day?
Pretty much all, like the fair's open 3 o'clock during the week, right? Yeah, and 7 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 11 in the morning for those days. So in the afternoon, it's all usually around about 6 o'clock or so it starts, but I mean, it's all online too.
Yeah, you can go online, westernfairdistrict.com for more information on that. Scott, what do you do outside of putting together some great acts for the Western Fair?
Just After the Lounge, actually, just lead vocalist of After the Lounge, obviously, and this sort of just came about just to help out. Chris was looking to do it, and I said I would help out a little bit to do it, and it's all for London, so.
And you probably had no trouble finding the 11 acts to fill this.
Not at all. There's so many though. There really is, and there's so great bands here, right here at home that do travel and that do play locally. And so yeah, it was difficult to narrow it all down, but we want to get a little bit of everything right too. So.
Well, let's face it, I think any performer that can perform at the Western Fair, it adds a little bit to their resume. I mean, it really does. There's some big names that have performed here at the Western Fair that didn't start out as big names. Can you think of a few? Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot a little there. I can think of, like, for example, I know Beverly Mahood. She performed here, and she wasn't Beverly Mahood back in the day, right? Weird Al performed here. I mean, I'll name off a few for you.
She's done her research.
So yeah, I mean, but I think that's one thing that separates the Western Fair from a lot of the other, county fairs, if you will, is that, we've got some pretty good talent in this neck of the woods, and it's important to showcase them.
Absolutely. Beverly's a product of our youth talent competition, which happens throughout the summer at various other fairs. The youth talent finals are here, so the music garden is more geared towards adult entertainment, so we have a bit of everything. Something for the youth, the adults, and then the big stage at the grandstand.
Very good. I do believe in the paper today, we just talked about, they nailed down the top 10 or top 11 names for the youth talent search. No idea. Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yes, they did. Semifinals. There you go. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. Once again, that website is westernfairdistrict.com for more information on all that is happening at the Molson Music Garden.
Great thing. Local bands getting their chance to get out there and be part of the Western Fair.
All right, we're going to take a short break. There's more of our show from the Western Fair in just a few. Tie up those shoelaces. Saturday, September 24th, it's London Walk for ALS. It's taking place at Springbank Gardens. For more information, head to their website, walkforals.ca. Our website for all of your community events is rogerstv.com.